Alrighty, welcome back to the Dirty Shop. I have a couple of announcements to make, and I got to give my knife away, and just I'm a little behind on that. So first of all, I moved to Tennessee, so I've been really busy. Haven't had a chance to make videos. Haven't even done a whole lot of projects in the last few months because of moving, that sort of thing. And so there you go. That's why I'm a little light behind on videos, and I'm trying to train for new jobs, things like that. So the videos aren't going to be too steady or consistent here for the foreseeable future, but I'm hoping to get back to it at some point. So all those of you guys sticking with me, I appreciate it. Thank you very much, and hopefully I'll get some more good content coming out in the future. The other one is, obviously I was giving my knife away and I forgot to, and I got busy moving and I forgot. It's been a long time, but I did have a winner that won this knife. So you can check out the bird knife video that I did, and I had a little quiz in there, like a math problem quiz. Apparently it was too difficult because really it was pretty obscure, but the answer was 42 from Douglas Adams, the answer to life, the universe, and everything. I tried to give clues to that a little bit, but apparently I was too obscure. But anyways, I only had one guy that got it right, and his name was Basoha. I believe that's how it's said, but I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it, in Thailand. So now I get to ship this knife to Thailand. International shipping is always interesting, but it looks like I'll probably be able to do it, so hopefully he'll get that pretty quick, and good to go. Thanks for playing. And so the other one is, last announcement is, I lost a big chunk of video from my trailer project. So I've been looking for it and hoping to find it, and it just hasn't turned up. So I'm just going to make this video anyways, show you what I did, and then show you the last half of the video that I actually have. So what I did is, after I finished these kitchen cabinets here and putting in my ice chest down there, I put in a table here to work with, so we could so we wouldn't have to put a table up or anything like that when we're outside. And we could just cook right here on this nice little table. So what I've got here is a piece of 3/16 6061 aluminum, a crossbar here supporting it underneath, and it's held on by cables, and it just folds nicely up here on the wall and stays out of the way until we need it. You just flip the little handle up, it swings down, the cables hold it up, and they're pretty strong. They got some pretty good support. I mean, I can't sit on it or anything, but they're pretty strong. And we are able to cook here reasonably well. It's pretty tight space, but it's a cargo trailer, so there's not a lot of space anyways. But here, we'll zoom in here and you can take a look at it. So there's the table. You can see where the crossbar is attached on. I actually have a screw coming loose here I have to do. The cables come up here to these chains that are a little more adjustable, but the chain on this side, my wife dropped the table down and it actually broke that, or she put so much weight on it or something, broke that chain, so I just moved it because the chains just turned out to not be necessary. It's got a little swing hinge here, and then I've got this decoratively ground aluminum backsplash to keep the moisture off the wall and to keep it protected from heat. So there you go. That is my new kitchen table in my trailer, and we do really like it. We really like these modifications that I've made. They've been really nice. So I'm outside here, and I'll show you the other table. This is the table that I'm going to show you how to build in this video. Keep watching. Alrighty, as you saw there, we've got the interior table basically finished. It works great. We've actually had it on there for a few months now since I started this project, and we're really happy to have a nice table on the inside to use for cooking and that sort of thing. But we would also like to have a table on the outside, and so I've decided to put one right here. All right, and the goal is to have it hinged down from the side of the trailer. So I've got this piece of 6061 aluminum sheet. It's a little thicker than I need. It's about, I think it's 0.19 thick. It's a little thicker than I need, but it's 4 feet by 2 feet, and it's going to go right there on the side of the trailer, and it'll be able to hinge up against the trailer like this for storage when we're traveling, and then it'll swing down and lay flat, and there'll be a couple of rubber feet here that will support the front of it, and then the back of it will be supported by the hinges. I'm hoping that that will do the job. If it doesn't, then I'll end up putting some cables on it like I had before. This piece may not be out far enough to really support it the way I want, but this is a pretty rigid piece of aluminum, so it'll probably do the trick. I just have to have it high enough so that it doesn't hit my running light here on the side of the thing. I want to show you something really cool here. I've been doing this for years to find studs in walls, but using little magnets to find where a stud is. Usually on a wooden stud, you just have to look for the screws that are on the sheetrock. But to figure out where the sides of this channel are, I'm just going to slide this in until it stays. And I know that I'm on the outside edge of the channel. See, it jumps to it. So I know that I have to get my screws for my hinges somewhere in there. Now, of course, the holes that were in here previously, I can't use, so I have to cover them up. And to do that, I'm going to use some of this heavy pipe tape. It's kind of like electrical tape, but it's about twice or 3 times as thick. And I think it's used for wrapping propane connections, PVC. But the big hole here I can't use. I'm just using 2 of these. So I'm just going to put that tape over there. That. And then I'm going to attach this. Well, it raises and lowers very nicely, but for some reason it's not square to the trailer, which is not a good sign. If your trailer has these bolts on it like mine, with like this 8 slot Torx, and you don't have one of those, you can use a square drive bit and it'll work pretty well. That's how I usually pull mine apart. Alrighty, the table is done. It turned out pretty well. I'm pretty happy with it. It's a little soft in the corners here, front and back, but if you're gonna, you know, just sit here and eat on the table or anything like that, it's not really a big problem. Playing cards, that sort of thing. And then if you want to cook on it or put some more pressure on it, it's plenty strong right here. So obviously it's supported by the wheel well, which is great. So to put it up, you just fold it up, and then you take a clip and lock it in like that, and there it is. Perfect. So that'll work. Pretty sweet. Well, here it is. It's working great. I'm really happy about the table. It's been nice and solid. We're down at Bodega Bay crab fishing, and I got some crab in the pot right there. So it's been a good trip. The table is very nice. So besides being a little bit crooked, pretty happy with it. I'm probably gonna leave it as it is. And my outdoor lights, I'm really liking those too. So the indoor table is also quite awesome. And as usual, any questions, post them below. I'll have links to any gadgets or sundry that I think might be handy for other people's builds. And hit that like and subscribe. I'll see you next time, Dirty Shop.